down mile shortly. Shachas tomorrow morning also is Chogir. Shachas tomorrow morning is also 8:30. Shachas. And the rest of the week, Shachas is 8 o'clock. And of course, next Mitzvah Shabbos is Slichas. We'll have a nice nice Baltula for Slichas, and especially for Yom Noraim. So whoever wants, they're invited to stay for Shani and Yom Kippur as well. In the Mishnah state, Kol HaMazakeh Sarabim Ein Chet Bo Yodei. Whoever gives merits to the many, who gives zechusim to the many, is an insurance policy that he'll never commit an aveira that will cause him to lose olam haba. He doesn't need any kind of incentive, anything else. That's it. If he's mezakes rabim, if he leads people down the path of Torah and mitzvahs and Yerushalayim, so that ensures him that he's going to have olam haba. What it takes, what goes into leading people down the right path to Torah mitzvahs. One of the greatest, most brilliant mind of the previous generation, and the most brilliant Pirkei Avos was Rabbi Aharon Kotler, Zechat Tzaddik Koshel Rabbi Aharon in the 50s. He was from the Shir Satay, those that just were able to survive right before the Holocaust, and Yimach Shimon v'Zichron, and he when he was traveling, whenever traveling, a driver was driving him, and they were about to enter a toll road, and there was two options. There was a toll booth with an attendant, and then there's the automatic toll, where you just automatically you go through it. So he instructed the driver not to go through the automatic toll. He said, because that takes away parnasa from someone. He's talking about someone talking about Kota Parsh, Meruba Parsh. We're talking about Goyim. Who are we talking about? Toll booth attendants. Well, most of you Goyim are operators there. Although I had one time an incident where I found a Jewish, he spoke Jewish to me, a toll booth attendant. So as I drove up we were driving up, I had a Goyish driver, a Russian who couldn't even speak English. So we drove up to I didn't have the automatic, easy pass. So we went to where the attendant was. So the attendant comes out, asks for money. So the Polish driver says to me, Rabbi, me spook. So he said to the toll booth attendant, he said, is Mr. Rabbi is no pay. So the toll booth attendant sticks his head out into our car and says to Rebbe, don't from Batson. So there you go find somebody on the toll booth. But like it's so to deny somebody parnasa, that's tzardik midas, that's a tzardik mind. In the most heartsick and tearful tefillah on Yom Kippur and Mem Kodesh is the Asara Haruge Malchus. And those that don't have that Torah hearts, Torah emotions, they have a master right before the Asar Malchus. There's a notation: Kan Sorach Livkois Chatzi Sho. Here you have to cry a half hour. Exactly. So these whoever, whether it's by Daijishin or whoever, the Yekis, so he takes out a stopwatch and he looks at it and he sees as soon as the half hour is over, he stops crying, wipes his tears, and continues down. That's not Torah. That's not a Torah. So Bartanur explains, what is it that, why is it that whoever is Mzakis Harabim, he leads people down the path of Torah mitzvahs, why is he an insurance policy that will never lose him habit? He says it's a yosher. He says it's only the right thing to do that should take place. He said because the one who caused people to go down the path of Torah mitzvahs, they're going to sit in Gan Eden because of him. Now, if there's some mishap, he should do a chet, commit an aver that'll make him lose Olam Haba. So those that he brought to Olam Haba, they're enjoying Olam Haba, and he'll be in Rahman al in Gehenim. That's not Yosher. So the Torah Kedoshah couldn't permit something like that to happen. So they guarantee him that he'll never do. He'll be a special zechus that he'll never do an aver that'll make him come to lose Olam Haba. On the other hand, called Hamachtias Harabim, someone who leads them down the path that to do averis is ein maspeaking the other last tshuva. He denied the opportunity to redeem himself. He can't. He never get Olam Haba. Why? Also for the reverse, because he took and led down the path to Gehenim, and they're going to be sitting in Gehenim, and he'll do tshuva. So he now should be able to do tshuva, and he should sit in Gan Eden. They'll sit in Gehenim, and he'll sit in Gan Eden. He denied the opportunity to do tshuva, and he has to sit in Gehenim. We had here in our community, amongst Baruch Hashem, those that we had the tremendous chus to bring closer to Torah mitzvahs, we had here a Russian mishpocha. The Seder by the Russians are that they come out 3 generations. They come out the Kinderlach, the parents, and the grandparents, Babas and Zaydes. The Babas, they're all there for the weekend, and then Sunday night, Monday morning, the parents go back to work in the city, and the Babas and Zaydes take care of the kids at the 8 o'clock all week long. So she comes to me, this is Bobby, and she tells me a story. She says, I had a big fight with my daughter-in-law. Says by then they have a classical breakfast. Rahman al-Islam, Basar b'Cholol. They give them for breakfast a Frankfurter roll with cream cheese with a Frankfurter with a hot dog. Basar b'Cholol. That's by the way a classical breakfast. So she had after she was here for Pirkei, and she heard I learned this Mishnah called Machzis Harabim. I think that was the tshuva. So she wouldn't give her grandson that hot dog. She gave him something else. Shabbos, when the father and mother come back, so the parents take over, and the mother makes this classical breakfast, this hot dog, and she gives it to her son. So the son doesn't need it. So he said, what's the matter? Is it not fresh, something wrong? He said, no. He said, then why are you not eating it? He said, well, Grandma said that I'm not allowed to eat that. He said, what? What kind of grandma? I said, well, I'm your mother, not she. So she took it to task. She took her mother-in-law to task. Said, what kind of business? I didn't give you to make a fanatical religious Jew out of him. I told you take care of him. Just she said, oh no. She says, I learned by the Rebbe. She says that if I make him do an Averia, I'm going to lose Habe. He said, I can't do something like that. She refused. The suburb that he took after somebody sent him to day school, and they were on a rechiyid. Hanani ben Akashi Oimer, Rostock, Baruch Zakish is Israel, Ziko, Kiblam Teremisu, Shinemar, Adonai Chovis Man Tzidko, Yadlu Tervi Yadi.